The pitch, he struck him out. A beautiful pitch right at the knees, baffled. One Nolan Clark, he's gone. In this ball game, I've got him with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strikeouts so far for Kurt Heyer. Tyler Matzek will step in there right now. It's a righty versus lefty duel. That means advantage to the hitter. A fastball to Tyler is at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Also, as we noted, we talked about Capistrano Valley. They're the ones number 2 ranked. Let's see, yeah, number 2 in the state of California as the pitch is inside and misses 1-1. We talked about that already. How about the USA ranking? Well, Edison's ranked in Max Preps number 6 in the land of the free. And ranked number 8, Capistrano Valley, as this is lifted foul up and over the screen, and it's 1-2. Capistrano Valley, they've had a great legacy. 6 of their players came out of that classic Little League program, Viejo Little League. Slider misses outside, makes it 2-2. So we're talking about it's going to be heartfelt ending for this great group of young men on this Cougar squad who've been together a lot longer than playing at Capo Valley High School. Ground ball, Kyle Jones scoops it up to first for out number 2. So Matzek is retired. That time 6-3. And here comes Kevin Chambers. Kevin doubled for Capo Valley back there in the second inning, the only hit of the ball game. That's how dominating Kurt Heyer has been. Here's your line score. Edison, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. For Capo Valley, no runs, 1 hit, no error. The pitch is over for a strike with a breaking ball and a beauty, 0-1. Comes right back, and this is hit into the hole. The second hit of the ball game for Kevin Chambers, trying to help himself as pitcher and hitter. 2 for 2, and he's at first base. Now here comes one Bob Zamora, and we're going to have that substitute runner. In the high school realm, you can do that, and it doesn't mean the player that's going to be sitting down, which is right now Chambers, has to leave the ball game. Also, I found out something unique about the high school realm, too. You can go to your mouth on the pitching mound. That's right. You just have to immediately wipe off any substance that you bring from your mouth area, and that's mainly to stay warm on the very coolish evenings. And amazingly, we're having that same type of evening here, temperatures in the 50s here in Orange County, California, and we're in June. So we'll see if that comes into play at all. The pitchers have to warm their hands, as this is a foul ball right side up into the second decked area, and it's 0-1. Two down here in the third inning. And this pitch he deals and ends up missing, and it's 1-1. Number 12, Lee Cassis at the plate. Remember, he sacrificed in the second. He's the designated hitter for the Cougs. The pitch. 2-hopper, shortstop takes it, Kyle Jones. Very capable guy. The flip to the second baseman, Ryan Little, and that's that. All right. It stays as goose eggs up there on the Angel Stadium scoreboard as you see it on our video streamed broadcast. And there you have it. Capo Valley nothing, Edison nothing. We'll be right back. Back here in Anaheim in the CIF Southern Section D1 Final. Looking up at the scoreboard, it is completely nada. We're talking about a dual shutout going on, a mano-a-mano pitching duel between Edison's Kurt Heyer and Capistrano Valley's Kevin Chambers. No runs, 4 hits for Edison. No runs, but 2 hits for Capistrano Valley. Well, there's a look at Old Glory on its staff in center field. Wind kicking up and long may she wave, and even more so with this being the 65th anniversary of D-Day. Celebrations going on the beaches of Normandy, there in France. President Obama currently there. And a chance for us all to reflect on the brave men and women defending liberty now around the world, lest we forget. And we won't easily forget this pitching duel between these two teams going on right now. Starting out for Edison in this inning, Ryan Miller takes a pitch inside for a ball. He's going for it this time, a little ground ball, knocked down by Jones. A quick throw to first is just in time for the out. The credit goes to Tanner Phillips, who really had to do a stretch routine over there to make it happen. Jones waited for it. He's got this rifle arm, a diminutive guy over there. I look at Edison's Jones, and I say, well, not much there. Kyle is 5'9", 160 pounds, and I'm talking about 160 pounds soaking wet. But he's got this howitzer on him. They could have used those on the beaches in Normandy, as this is now scooped right back to the pitcher in time for the out. A couple of fun bang-bang plays here for Capistrano Valley, showing up their vaunted defense. First it was Ryan Miller, but he needed an assist from the first baseman for that ground out. Now Jimmy Madden was at the plate, and it took the pitcher receiving it from first baseman Tanner Phillips, who had to scoop it to him. So if there's an opening at the nearby Baskin-Robbins or the yogurt shop, this guy can really scoop away, and he was able to do it that time for out number 2. Kyle Jones, the man in the 9-hole right now for Edison. Both teams stymied, deadlocked, again by magnificent pitching performances on the part of their starters. That was Kyle Hunt throwing out with the long-range play by Tyler Matzek. So pardon me for that, because I'm going to hear it from parents and everyone else out there on the email, so we apologize for that. Pitch swung on and missed, and the count 0-2. So Hunt made the first play. Matzek was able to make the stretch for it, so pardon me on that. And then just now, Matzek, a great play, and now it comes right back to the box. Kevin Chambers flipped to first, and that's that. So credit where credit's due. Capo Valley, great defense in that inning. And now we head to the bottom of the 5th. Still it remains no score. Some bang-bang exemplary defense shown off by Capistrano Valley in the previous inning. And that's what gets it done. We hear about the big bat syndrome. No. Pitching defense. It's not going to fill the seats of your local stadium, but it does make the difference. And finally, both these teams have settled down and showing what their mettle is. M-E-T-T-L-E, what they're capable of. Even here in the big league park with the thousands of fans, the lights on them, the shadow of Nick Aidenhart, that signage in center exemplifying him, and of course Edison playing for their 2 fallen comrades, Nick Mazzone and Richard Gonzalez. The place is replete with emotion, as this is a bunt and quickly picked up by Ryan Miller of Edison. The throw in time for the out. So Edison answering back saying, we've got some howitzer-like arms out here as well. And that was Eric Snyder up there trying to bunt away. Number 6, pardon me. That was Peter Hoyt. So Hoyt ends up trying to bunt for a hit, no doubt about it. No sacrifice involved in that one. And he ends up getting thrown out by the third baseman. And here's Charles Furman. Now it's Hoyt at the plate, with Castro grounding out a moment ago on the bunt attempt. Peter Hoyt waiting now and taking a slider, missing outside, and it's 1-0. That wind's starting to kick up now. You don't see that very rarely in Southern California after the sun goes down, but there's some activity out there. It's not going to make much for the fly ball as the pitch down low and outside, 2-0. Castro grounded out a moment ago, the third baseman at the plate. Peter Hoyt, and takes it for a strike, and it's 2-1. We look at the outfielders out there, and you start to see the dimensions and think about it compared to a big league park as the pitch is over for a strike, 2-2, and you might start relating and saying, boy, they're playing shallow, but they're playing proper depth for a high schooler. See if we can pull away and get a shot of those outfielders, Lincoln, on that one. Waved at and missed on this slider, and actually fouled away into the screen. There's some shots of it. There's plenty of room out there, of course, in the gaps. If anyone hits it there, it's going to be able to go forever in a day. But take a look at the outfielder's depth. But that's actually normal for your average high school realm. But, of course, at the big league park, they have to compensate. So the chance that there could be a triple or even inside the park home run is always there. Up the middle, the seeing eye single will be a solid single in center for one Peter Hoyt. And that's Capo Valley now trying to get some hits on the scoreboard. That's only their third hit in the ballgame. Edison only has 4. Charles Furman will step up there, and he's a hungry hitter. He struck out in the third inning. He's 0 for 1. Here's the offering, and excuse me, swing all the way. It came off his bat, unintended. He was just trying to back up to keep from being hit by the pitch. But he'll have to pay dearly on that one because he's in the hole right now, 0-1. The pitch is over for a strike. It's 0-2. So if you take the last 2 games of the playoffs for Edison, they only surrendered 3 runs in the last 2 games. 2 to Dana Hills, 1 to Mater Dei. Lifted foul, right side and out of play. They won that game with Dana Hills 3-2. Edison beat Mater Dei 2-1, so they didn't have to score many runs to prevail. Likewise, Cap Valley came out with the big guns beating Marina 11-0 and then shut out Riverside Poly. This is a complete tale of 2 cities, the best of times, the worst of times. Cap Valley won, Riverside Poly nothing after scoring 11 against Marina. Okay, here's a little ground ball. The throw to first is in time, and that'll make it out number 2 here in the 5th inning. Furman is gone, but scampering himself into second in scoring position, Peter Hoyt. So this game is going on swimmingly, and now we're in the latter stages of it, the so-called bewitching hour. Cinderella, her slipper, and all that jazz coming down to very precious pitches, very, very precious innings. Only 7 in the high school realm. And this is hit on the line. Center fielder Eric Snyder coming up, and he grabs it for out number 3. Eric was on the run, and he gauged it beautifully, even in the lights here at Anaheim. Fine play that time. Okay, being denied as well with a fly ball on the part of Kyle Hunt is this Capistrano Valley team. We head to the 6th, and still it remains in this nail-biter. No score. Edison and Capistrano Valley.